All right, guys, I am in the Bobcat booth and I'm with Sawyer. How are you, buddy?
Good to see you.
This is one of the two main reveals at the show, right?
You got it.
Okay, so what are we looking at with this?
Right on. So this is our concept vehicle. So this is built on our all-electric platform. So if you're familiar with the T7X, it's built on the same platform as that as far as all electric. So it's electric drive and it has electric actuators for actually moving the machine's lift arms. So what you'll notice is there is no cab on this machine. This is a cabless machine.
Right.
So you would operate this remotely. And so, you know, with this machine, we were able to reinvent what the lift arm looks like and how it actually operates. You have the ability to have a radial lift path machine or a vertical lift path machine, but the beauty of this is you can have both. So depending on your application, it can really be the best of both worlds.
Tracks. So that means that these tracks down here.
Where do I go?
So yeah, you have to operate this remotely.
Okay.
Yeah. So there might be, you know, down the road the ability to have some type of operator station, but you know, really we came up with this design to be cabless.
So you use the remote control like I have for my Packers and some of my other equipment.
Sure. So yeah, we have Max Control remote operation, which is a kit you can buy today for a loader, which you operate from your smartphone.
And it's really about driving.
Wait a minute, you run it from your smartphone?
Yeah, we have an app-based system, which I can show you right over here. But you can install a kit, and you can remotely operate your machine up to 100 yards.
How do the hydraulics work?
There are no hydraulics on this machine, so there's no fluid. So it's all electric. So they're linear ball screw actuators. So it truly is all electric.
So it's got a screw.
Correct. Yep. See, you got the motors back in here, but essentially it'll spin it and then move in and out.
How fast will that operate compared to standard hydraulics that we're familiar with?
Sure, you can do the same, if not even a little quicker, to be honest with you.
Really?
You bet.
Really? Okay, when is this coming out to the market?
Yes, this is just a concept vehicle, so we don't have any published times independently of that. But as far as the S7X and the T7X, those will be coming out fairly soon.
All right, well, let's go check those out next.
You got it.
All right, you guys, we are in the Yanmar booth, and Yanmar has not one, but 4 new loaders out. I'm here with Buck. How are you, Buck?
Stan, doing well, thanks.
Okay, so this is the smallest of the 4, and we're going to look at them all in order, right? Yep. So this is the 65. Tell me about this.
Yeah, we're standing here next to our TL65 RS. So just tell you first, TL track loader, 65, roughly the horsepower class, I'm sorry. And then R, radial loader, and S for suspended. We've actually got suspended undercarriages in all our product.
Okay, so what do you mean by a suspended undercarriage, Buck?
Yeah, so I think we'll take a look here on our 75. We'll go up to our 75 next, and you'll see this design for Yanmar. It's an all-new design, an all-new undercarriage, and an all-new suspension. So we got our new Yanmar undercarriage. You can see it's our, what we would call our steel embedded style design, which are steel rail, wheels, and track, through sprocket, and then the suspended comes in here at the torsion axles. We've got a torsion axle here in the front and the rear that allows that suspension to work independently from the chassis, providing a good quality ride for the operator.
And I see an all-season track. Is that standard, or what's the scoop with that?
We've chosen that bar tread track as standard. We've seen it to give really good, you know, track life, overall life, and good all-season or all-condition type traction. So. And
then we've got, so we went medium, small, medium. This is
our TL80 VS. So this, we're getting into the large frame. It's a 2,900 pound rated operating capacity. Again, a vertical path machine.
And why would a guy want a vertical path machine over one of the other ones?
Yeah, this is really where you start getting into loading. If you're you know, if you're loading a truck, need that lift height and that reach, the vertical path machines and all of our larger frames, we've chosen that route.
And that'll give you a higher tip point and the ability to reach further into the truck. Is that right?
So for your construction operators, typically loading is a common application, and we want to be able to get up and over into the center of that truck.
Okay, so I see that looks like the Max Series cab from ASV, if you ask me. This cab looks almost identical.
Yeah, so we did utilize the same technology there. You know, Yanmar has acquired ASV.
Okay.
3 years ago, purchased ASV. The development of this loader started. you can see it's a completely new design, but we did take the 30 years of experience from ASV, combine it with over the 100 years of experience in Yanmar engineering, and between the two teams, right, we wanted to utilize the best features from ASV, such as that cabin, and bring that all clear side technology and so forth, but all new designs to really suit the construction buyer, the typical Yanmar buyer. He's fleet, construction, rental. You see all new features from the ground up as we built it.
Where is this made? You said when you built it, where do you build these?
So the product built right here in the U.S. out of Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Absolutely, built right in Minnesota. That is epic. And look at the access to this. Buck, what are these powered by?
Powered by Yanmar engines, of course, and this one's got our new 94 FHT. It's 104 horsepower.
There you go, and look at the access you have to that. When are these coming available?
So this machine will hit the line in June of this year. The smaller machines were coming a little bit later in the year, but by the end of the year, all 4 models will be out there.
Perfect. Thanks, Buck.
Thank you, Stan.
All right, guys, we are going into the Kubota booth, and they have a brand new SVL 75-3, and I'm with John. How are you, buddy?
Doing fine, thanks.
So I have the 75-2. What have they changed with the -3?
So what has changed is actually a lot easier to tell you what has stayed the same. We still have the fixed undercarriage that is absolutely the best for grading. We still run true pilot controls, hydraulic over hydraulic. We still use the same heavy-duty coupler up front, and we still paint it orange.
Okay.
Everything else is completely changed, touch improved, everything about lift height is increased, rated operating capacity is increased. Cab is now a one-piece unit, sealed and pressurized. Makes it cleaner, keeps it warmer, keeps it cooler, and most importantly, makes it a lot quieter.
What's with this?
This is the standard display. You can use it jog dial, or you can use it touchscreen. The display is built into it.
Is that in this machine now?
Yes, it is, and that's standard equipment.
Standard equipment.
Yep, so the camera is standard, display is standard, all the things people
I
have
see
been
a new
asking.
track.
Yes.
It looks a little more all-season-ish.
Yes, it is more of a compromised track. Typically, we go with a dirt-only track.
Right,
And-
a heavy lug track.
Yeah, and the people in snow country suffer then.
Yes.
So this is a nice track all around use.
And did we change anything back here,
Oh
John?
my
then?
gosh, did we ever.
Okay.
So on yours, we have the cooling package that takes up this space.
Yep.
Now, to do your maintenance, 3 bolts you zip out, it rolls back, leans back. That's good. That's relatively easy. Customers were asking, make it even easier. Move the coolers up top.
Okay.
Have an optional reversing fan because you're going to have some debris sit down on there.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, you
all
have
the-
complete access back here now.
Yes, complete access, just like our SSV. The fuel tank is in the door, still an air gap, well protected. Serviceability second to none on this machine.
Now, I've seen fuel tanks indoors before. I'm not in love with that idea at all. And I'm asking you guys if you have experienced a fuel tank in a door. I worry about backing into stuff,
Sure.
John, because I have. I mean, I'm not perfect. So, I mean, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm
So
feeling
I
it.
had an SSV for 4 years, and that has a fuel tank indoor. What we do is, you see the ribs in here, of course, that provides rigidity. It's heavy plate steel. Even if you manage to dent this, there's about 1.25 inch air gap between the tank and the steel door.
Okay.
So even if you dent this, it will not impact the door.
What is the warranty? What is the price point? When is this going to be available, John?
2-year, 2,000 hour is a standard warranty. Price point, MSRP is going to be 86 range.
Okay.
And that's pretty well fully loaded. We begin shipping these in May of 2023, so this coming May.
Very good. All right. Anything else we should know before I let you go, John?
No, go and see your dealer. The literature's out there. It's available online at KubotaUSA.com. check it out.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Stan.
Okay, John forgot to mention on this machine it has an auto downshift.
Auto downshift, yes.
So you actually encourage people to work in high gear
Yep.
because...
Yeah, because the auto down, we increase the travel speed from 7.1 to 8.6.
Okay.
And we say go ahead and work in high range. If you get into a hard push, the machine automatically downshifts to low range. As soon as that load is lightened, it shifts back up. It does it faster and smoother than a person can do it with the trigger. Huge. I predict many others will come out with a feature
Oh,
like
yeah.
this.
Yeah. Has anybody else even got that feature?
No, this is exclusive.
There you go, you guys. That's the machine that has it.
Yeah.
This is the only one that has it?
This is the only one currently that has it.
By Kubota too. I mean the 75-3. You need to get the 70, not a 65.
Right.
It's got to be the
97, 75-3.
Very good. Okay, thank you, John. Appreciate it. What's your name, sir?
Sean Dudley.
What do you do?
So I work with Crew Collaborative. We have an initiative sponsored by CASE called Framework, and what that does is it provides career counseling and mentoring to young people coming out of high schools, allowing them to get linked up with somebody in their industry that they want to get into to speak directly with them and coach them into the industry. What we found is that there's a lot of recruiting going on for colleges. There's a lot of recruiting out there for the military. The industry needs to step up. We need to be able to pull those young people into the industry and get them started on the right foot.
So if I understand this right, what you're doing is you're encouraging the next generation to get into the dirt, to get out there, to start getting their hands dirty, to get into the trades, and you're looking for mentors, guys that will help the younger guys field the phone call, answer a question, and encourage people to get into this. Is that correct or no?
Absolutely correct, yes.
How do guys find you?
So they can find us. We're at Crew Collaborative. We have our website there. You can find us. Our specific initiative here with CASE is called Framework, and Framework is where we're going to take this.
Thank you, sir. All right, guys, we are going to go find out about a brand new brand, and I got Matt here. How are you, Matt?
Thank you. I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so this is called the Hydromek.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about this, will you?
Yeah. Hydromek is founded in 1978.
Okay.
So we are celebrating our 45th year. And we have quite a range, as you see.
Where are you manufactured?
We are manufactured in Turkey as well as Thailand. We have also a production facility in Thailand.
Okay.
We're producing graders there.
So do you sell
yeah.
mostly overseas?
Yeah, as well as Turkey. We are market leader in Turkey
Okay.
in excavator segments and backhoe segments and grader segments. But also close by countries in Australia, in New Zealand, we have dealerships actually all around the world except North American market.
Do you manufacture your own equipment?
Yeah, we
Okay,
do.
because this looks like a JCB. I've seen this model here.
Yeah, we have similarities, of course. This is similar product of GCV, of this one as well. But
Yep.
of course, we have distinctive features, some superiorities as well. Yeah,
How about your engines, your drives?
this has Kubota engine and Bosch Rexroth hydraulics. This has a Perkins engine with Bosch Rexroth hydraulics and Turner transmission.
Okay, and I see heavier duty equipment. So
Yeah.
how long have you guys been in the industry then, Matt?
45 years now.
45 years. And are you planning on coming to North America?
Yes, definitely. We are looking for partners, distributors, and dealers.
Okay, and this is by Hydromek. Did I pronounce that right?
Yeah, correct.
All right, thank you, Matt.
No problem.
Appreciate it. So there you go, guys. Another brand new brand that you may be seeing more of, especially if Ahmet has any say about it. Let's go check out the next one, you guys. All right, guys, I am in the Luong booth, and we are going to find out something that I didn't know more than just a few minutes ago, but I'm not going to tell you. Derry's going to tell you. Derry, how are you?
Good, sir. And you?
Good. Okay, I just learned something about Luong just a couple minutes ago that I had no clue about, and that is?
We are a world-class wheel loader builder. We make the most wheel loaders than any other company in the world.
You make more wheel loaders than Cat
Komatsu and John Deere
combined.
combined.
So these guys are a world leader, especially in wheel loaders.
That is correct. We are a world-class company.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about Luong and how they make these things, if you don't
So
mind.
here we go. We got an 890 HV, Tier 4, Stage 5. We're meeting European specs with Cummins power. We're using ZF axles and proven transmissions from ZF. We're using Rexroth components for pumps and hydraulics.
Okay.
We're using Continental hoses. We got grabber seats. We got all the features and comforts and benefit for an operator to run all day. This machine also has a scale system on with a company that we've partnered with. We carry the Cummins logo. Okay, again, this is Tier 4 Stage 5.
So, Derry, these are really massive loaders. Do you guys have anything in the smaller category as well, or do you specialize in really big ones?
We do. We specialize from a 3-yard machine, an 835 HV, which is not on the lot. We have an 838 HV, which is a 3.5 yard. We also make an 848 HV, an 856 HV, which is next to it, the biggest brother, 4.7 yard. And of course, we make an 856 Max that is all electric.
And you actually have that in production?
That is in production. That is the first one in the States, which is currently already sold. Went on demo a couple weeks ago.
And this is actually going into work. It's 100% electric?
100% electric.
Really?
Correct.
And that is the only one in the...
This is the only one in the States at this moment.
Doing that?
Correct.
Oh, okay. So tell me about your warranty. Tell me about your parts and availability.
Okay. Warranty. We got, on all of our products except for the mini excavators, we got a 3-year, 4,000 hour bumper to bumper. On top of that, we got a 5-year, 7,000 hour powertrain. Just need to take oil samples to support that warranty.
Okay. Okay. What about parts? Do you have parts available? Because all machines break down. I don't care what color it is.
You're correct.
It's going to break.
Machines break, operators break them, things fail. It's the nature of the beast. We have a complete warehouse, a massive warehouse in Katy, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. It's our depot, and the parts go to our dealer network from that point. And if we need a part, if we get a machine that's down, we will rob a part from a machine in a stockyard.
So, can I ask you, why would somebody buy a name like Luong versus a name that they're familiar with, like Cat, Volvo, or Komatsu, something that we're more familiar with?
Right. You need to give Luong a chance. We make a world-class product. It's a great product. You're going to save about 20% over the other brands. You're getting a great warranty, 3-year, 4,000 bumper to bumper, a 5-year, 7 powertrain warranty. It's a great warranty. Only you got to do is oil samples. We're a world-class leader. Again, it's the savings, okay? And you're going to get a lot of bang for your buck.
Very good. Jerry, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Stan. Have a great day.
You too. All right, guys, I'm back with Sawyer, and we are looking at a 100% electric Bobcat. Even the hydraulics use a screw kind of a system, but you'll walk us through this thing, right, Sawyer?
Yep. So, you know, we first introduced the T7X, which is the track loader, and this is the skid steer equivalent.
Yep.
So this is all electric, like I said, electric drive, and it has electric actuators for both the lift and the tilt.
There's no hydraulic fluid on this machine.
So to operate this machine, there's no hydraulic fluid for any of the hydraulic movements that you typically see on another machine. Correct. So the fluid that you would have on this machine is going to be, you still have the chain case for lubricant, but there's not powering the machine. There's no hydraulics.
Is this out on the market, Sawyer?
No, so the S7X, we just debuted here at Con Expo, but you know, coming into the later part of this year, early next year is hopefully when these will come out.
What's the runtime like on these?
Sure, so the S7X, you're going to get 8 to 10 hours of continuous operation.
Wait a minute, seriously? You're going to get a full day out of this?
You get a full day out of the skid steer, you bet.
Okay.
And then the track loader, you're going to get about half that, up to 4, but that's, you know, really putting it in the dirt, so... Depending on
how do you recharge it?
Right, so let's come around this side here. You know, our philosophy with this is we want to keep it common, like a lot of the other electric products. So this is your standard level 2 charger.
Okay.
Yep. So
How long does it take to recharge?
Yeah, usually it's in that 8 to 10 hours to recharge if you're all the way close to zero. So a lot of times, plug it in before you go to sleep. Next day, she's ready to go.
And when did you say this is coming out?
Yeah, so this one, it'll be a little bit longer. Early next year is hopefully the goal.
Early next year?
Yeah.
Do you have any of these out in the field being actually tested by guys that do this kind of work?
So this is, you're looking at the very first skid steer right here that we put together. So this is the prototype skid steer, but the T7X, that is live out in the field as we speak, you bet.
Okay, so when you say the T7X is live out in the field,
yep.
Do actual contractors have this in their hands and they're making their living with this right now? Maybe not for sale, but
sure.
At least doing the testing and real world applications?
Yep. We've had this out on the job site over the last couple of years, and so we've been developing this to really refine the product and make sure it delivers on those customer needs.
Yeah. So look at this.
So as you can see, with no hydraulics on this machine, as you look in there, this is the rear of the battery, but it's a lot cleaner in there. There's not as many parts, 40% less parts on this machine compared to its equivalent diesel machine.
Is it a lighter version then? Or do you put that into the framework?
Nope, this actually is a little bit heavier, and what I like to tell a lot of people is, when you take the engine out and you put the battery pack in with its controllers, it's kind of a one-for-one swap, pretty close.
Okay.
We have a little bit more of the weight is in the actuators. So as you can see, there's a little bit more mass here, but that's really where some of the weight comes in.
God, that looks like that's going to get hit by rocks right there, but I can't. I look at things, I make observations, but without putting it into the real world application, I'm going to guess that it's probably going to be just fine and dandy. But I just see things, and I don't like to jump to conclusions without actually giving it a test run, but as you guys look at this, I mean, I look at it and go, man, rock comes around, boom, hits that thing. I don't know, man, maybe moving it up over, side, protecting it, whatever. I can't say anything, but look at.
So we got electric attachments as well. So
yeah,
they're not hydraulic, correct.
I'm looking at this going, wait a minute, what am I seeing here?
Yep. So with this platform, we wanted to make sure we challenge the rest of the industry. So some of our other ones out there, a lot of them would be battery powered, but they still have hydraulic systems on it. This is all electric, like we said. So same for attachments. We want to make sure that we develop electric attachments to maximize.
One last question, Sawyer.
Sure.
Can you actually hook up standard attachments to this if your standard attachments require a hydraulic hookup?
So this is no hydraulics, right?
Right.
So I mean, if you have your buckets, your forks, your land planes, all those obviously will work on this, but if it's a hydraulic, it will not.
It will not. So then you do need to have a dedicated battery-powered attachment, because I only see this electrical connection.
You'll still use the battery from the machine to power this.
All right, very good.
Okay.
And that is new by Bobcat.
You got it.
Thanks, Sawyer. Appreciate it. Good morning, you guys. I am going into the ASV booth, and they say "a force in nature," and I think that should just say "awesome, sexy vehicle," in my opinion. But we are with Buck. How are you, Buck?
Standing well, thanks.
So we've got a brand new one. Yes. So this is a new chassis and everything with this thing, right?
It is. All new chassis, all new design for us. So this is our new VT100. I'll start with the V, vertical track machine, roughly 100 horsepower class. So this is our entry into vertical linkage in large frame machines.
Why would a guy want vertical versus a radial?
Yeah, so really seeking that construction and loading type customer, right? If you're loading into a truck, you need to be able to get up over that bed height, out to the middle of that truck and dump in. So the vertical linkage allows us to do that, more reach at full lift height. It goes a full 132-inch lift height on this guy.
So you're going to be able to lift up and over and load a truck a little bit easier and get that load center.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the point. But you've used the same undercarriage and the same the same cab that you have in the past,
right? Yeah, of course we want to keep those traditional ASV features. The reason guys like you seek our products, so the ASV quasi-track undercarriage, our Max Series cab, and all the same technologies that come with that.
No.
Have you changed anything in the back end of this?
We did. It's an all-new engine for us, Stan. So we've got our Yanmar 94 FHT engine in there. That's 104 horsepower Yanmar output. You can see that we've got our 3-panel design and our swing-out radiator on it as well. So really good access, easy to clean the radiators, easy to get at things in there.
And then you also have this set up. Really, you kind of aim this at that guy that may also be doing forestry work, is my understanding. So you can fit this Tell me about what's the scoop of that.
Yeah, I mean,
Bob?
staying with that theme of force in nature or an awesome sexy vehicle, we can sell it to you either way, Stan. So, the force in nature, you know, we do have this version in a forestry package. So, you know, 104 horse, 40 GPM, 4,060 PSI flow. It's got the performance to be a great forestry machine. And with that, we've got a package available. We'll give you our forestry style cab, just like our 135, our guarding simulator, our 135 reversing fans, all the features you'd expect in a forestry machine.
Now, here's a couple of things. I love you guys. Look at the clearance you have under here. Look at the track width you have under here. I will go on the records as personally saying I've ran a lot of different tracks. This is my favorite track design ever of all time. I'm just saying that, but I got a question for you, Buck. When is this coming to market? What's the warranty going to be like? Where's it made?
Yeah, so we'll start producing this machine. We'll hit our line in June of this year. We're already doing some piloting with customers in the field. Warranty, it's got a 2-year, 2,000-hour warranty. It also carries our 2-year, 2,000-hour track warranty and our industry-only anti-derailment guarantee. And they're going to be built right here in the U.S. in Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Okay, so what do you mean anti-track derailment? Tell me about that.
Meaning this track, we guarantee, will not derail. So one of the unique features to the ASV design, you can see our four-wheel design guiding system. It really helps keep that track on in those extreme terrains. So when you go out and do something silly in the woods or in the ditch, we expect it to stay on, and we guarantee it.
But you don't guarantee the track for 2,000 hours.
Absolutely. Full 2-year, 2,000-hour warranty on the track itself.
How do you do that? It's a wear part. It's like guaranteeing somebody won't wear their brakes out in 50,000 miles and then they're heavy on their feet. I don't get it.
Yeah, what we do is we expect better life out of our track than maybe you traditionally expect from a CTL through our four-wheel design, our rubber contact wheels, and our internal positive drive. These are all things that help the life of that track.
Yeah. All right. All right, well, that's the brand new VT100. You guys seen it here at Con Expo first and on the Dirt Monkey channel, but thank you, Buck.
Thank you, Stan.
Much appreciated. We got some more cool equipment to go check out, so let's go do that right now.